is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and courtesy of Disney Plus, I rewatched a film that I had not seen in a very long time. It's something I kind of grew up on. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids! Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was a 1989 film. I didn't realize, or I forgot, that movie was that old. It came out 1 year after I was born. So, yeah, I guess it was just on TV a lot. I saw this movie quite a bit as a child, over and over again. This is directed by Joe Johnston. I did not know that he directed this movie either. Like, really? The Rocketeer, First Avenger, he did this movie? Okay, sure. It stars Rick Moranis as Wayne Zielinski. He's this guy that basically invents this machine that can shrink people. I mean, I don't know if that's exactly what he was going for. I think he was mostly trying to shrink objects and whatnot. And he thinks it doesn't work, this machine. He thinks it's a bust, it's not doing anything. Until one day, accidentally, because of a baseball coming through the window of the attic, it activates the machine and it shrinks not only his couch, but his kids. So his kids, because they somehow end up in the front lawn, they have to go through the lawn like it's a jungle and not only survive that, but find a way to get their dad to realize what's happened to them and bring them back full size. Now, I really enjoy this film. I do. I got a little bit of nostalgic feels rewatching a lot of these scenes. Rick Moranis, let's talk about him for a second. He's great as the father, not only as, you know, a believable guy that can pull something like this off. Yeah, he's a little goofy and dorky in some cases, but overall, this guy that invents this huge discovery, this huge break in technology, like, again, I bought it. I did. And I love how frantic he is when he does realize what's going on with his kids. He is trying to find them in the backyard. The bits where him and his wife are trying to look through them, and then, you know, you have the kid who comes over to mow the lawn and just the chaos that goes on with that. The kids, let's talk about the kids. Amy is the older daughter and Nick is the younger son. I like the two of them. You know, they make sense in the roles that they're in. I think they're good actors. They're good enough actors in these roles. You have the two neighbors, the kids, who the younger brother was annoying as hell. What's his name? Ron? I think he's the one that just kind of pissed me off almost every time that he talked. But Russ, I think I'm getting these names right. Russ is the older brother who likes Amy. I guess I just appreciated how nervous he got around her and how he was so worried about the right things to say to her, and he wanted to ask her out because, you know, he didn't look like the typical guy to be shy and be afraid to talk to a girl, but yet he was. And so I guess I appreciated that. And their dynamic of all being stuck together in the situation, trying to survive. Of course, at first, they don't really necessarily get along, but over time, they grow together, they help each other. Maybe typical, but I liked it. I enjoyed seeing them being put in these situations with the ant or the bee or, you know, just the little minute things that sound or seem minute when you're average size, but being that small, you see how it looks. I love the practical effects of the sets and how they really looked like they were shrunken, and they were in the lawn, they were in these situations, they were even the part where the kids are in the cereal and Nick's about to get eaten by his father in the cereal. Like, even just the practicalness of it, I think this was a breakthrough in technology. Of course, not a lot of CGI. I mean, maybe you had some computer animation stuff going on there to pull certain stuff off, but overall, I was still impressed all these years later with the technology. I even liked the neighbor's father, played by Matt Fewer. He had a lot of great moments, memorable moments, not just interacting with Rick Moranis and calling him a moron, but just the bits of him wanting to go fishing or just there was a lot of stuff that I appreciated, getting to know the characters, taking the time with this movie to get to know a lot of the characters. Even the bits where the wife, Rick Moranis' wife, she's sort of almost fed up with him dealing with his machines, always up there doing his experiments, and not really being tentative enough to her as a husband. Again, I thought this movie, it's a great family film. It's a lot of fun. It's something that the kids can appreciate, but it's smart enough too to where, as an adult, I still get enjoyment out of it. I still appreciate this movie for what it is. So guys, yes, I enjoy Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Let me know in the comments below if you too have seen this movie, grew up on this movie. Do you like it? Do you love it? Is it nostalgic? I should own this movie, let's be honest. I kind of realized, like, why don't I own this movie? As of right now, Disney Plus is my way to see it, but again, I don't rely on that. Physical media is my deal. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!